What did you see on the flagrant foul there at the end?
I didn't see it, and I tried to ask for explanation. I tried to look for it. It was being shown on the monitor, a replay right there near our bench. So I started to look at it when I was talking to the referee, and then as I was looking, he was about to show it for the rewind, and he told the guy to shut it off immediately. So I was like, wow, you know, let me see what happened. And he was explaining it to me, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. How he explained, because I'm sure one of you want to know, or all of you want to know. It was explained like Zavier went up for a layup, and as he was coming down, he grabbed his jersey and ripped it. So I was like, okay, well, grabbed his jersey and ripped it. And I'm like, he said, yeah, look at his jersey, it's ripped. So I'm looking, and then I said, well, now, former basketball player myself, I'm looking, I'm like, well, if he's going up, and this is how I'm thinking, and I asked him, I said, if he's going up and he's falling, did he grab him to brace his fall? And he said, yes. I said, well, I guess that means that you know, he needed some help. He did not want to absorb the contact or the momentum of hitting the floor, and that was it. So at the end of the day, we have to respect their call that was made. Unfortunately, I didn't see it.
Did Zavier say anything to you?
No, he did not. We did not speak about it at all. So I'll go back and I'll watch film tonight. I'm sure I'm going to replay it over and over. It's a tough one to swallow, I swear. This one, like all the losses, but you know, this one hurts a lot. It was a very hard-fought game. Both teams competed extremely hard. Kind of remind me of the old school Big Ten, physical, you know, sludge matches, ugly, shots not being made, people, you know, driving to the basket, getting fouled, no calls. I mean, that's a part of the Big Ten.
Daniel? Juwan, is there an added level of frustration over the last two home losses, given that they've both come at the buzzer, and kind of feeling like you might be turning that corner?
Well, I tell you one thing, it doesn't feel good at all. And it's hard to sleep, not just for myself, but all the players, staff, and I'm sure a lot of the Michigan fans, because I know there are a ton of folks that left this building really upset with the outcome.
And fans might have left upset too, but did you get a chance to talk to Eli? I mean,
I didn't talk
guessing
to
he was
him.
upset. You haven't talked to him yet?
No.
Do you know what your message might be when you do see him after the game?
No. And I wouldn't tell you.
Go ahead, Derek.
There was 33 seconds left and Ohio State was up by 1, but 16 seconds elapsed before Wagner committed a foul to put Ohio State at the line. Why didn't you foul Ohio State sooner to try to extend the game?
We tried to trap, we got a trap, and we wanted a steal, almost got the steal, and then we had to immediately foul. That was my message. Let's go for a steal first, and then if we don't get the steal, foul. We had plenty of time, and as you saw at the end, we had a perfect shot, open look, and we did not make it.
All right.
Juwan, I'm curious, do you see a trend in the past 3 home games with how you guys have struggled offensively and what might be behind some of those struggles?
I'm not sure. Well, I will go back and look at the film. I know that we missed a ton of layups. We also missed some open shots, and we just have to finish. It's that simple. We have to finish games. We have to win games at home. We started off with a pretty good run in the beginning of the season by winning some home games, and our first loss ended up being against Oregon. But we haven't gotten back to that basketball that we played in the beginning of the year. And, you know, granted, yes, health plays a large role in it.
And I guess from your point of view, what made Ohio State's defense so hard to crack tonight?
Well, let's talk about Michigan defense too. You know, our defense was pretty solid as well. Ohio State shot 42% from the field. Yes, we shot 33%, but like I said, we missed some layups and we missed some open looks.
Chris?
You talked about how physical it was. Is that even more surprising that the flagrant was called, given how physical this was? And was this one of the more physical games you guys have played?
honestly, I don't know what was called, how it was called. I haven't seen it. It's just unfortunate. It's an unfortunate play, and we had to be on the receiving end.
Andrew?
Just to clarify, you said you asked him if he was holding the jersey to brace the fall. That was the ref you were talking to, or?
Yes.
Ref, okay. And then
Yes.
thanks. And then the two big lineup you used quite a bit tonight, often with Austin out there.
Austin played great too. They gave us some big minutes in using that lineup. Actually, he finished at the basket pretty strong. He also got an offensive rebound putback that really needed that bucket because it kept going back and forth. We did not get hurt at all with that big lineup. I knew that Kyle Young, actually he got some layups and he got some one offensive rebound, but he got some layups and some fouls when we did not need it, and it looked like we had a hard time guarding him. So I wanted to put more strength, and so I brought in Austin at the 5 and John at the 4.
Zach?
With Austin, I don't think very many people in his first 3 seasons expected this kind of 4th year from him. What was the key to his development, and then maybe just the past 2 games he's got career highs in points? What have you seen from him in that regard?
Well, I mean, it started back in the summer when we had some player development time. I worked with all our bigs. Austin, just like all the bigs, has been working extremely hard leading up to this point in practice, spending time with learning post play. Austin has always had it. He's a tough-nosed competitor that does a really good job of using his body, not afraid of contact, loves the contact. He welcomes the contact, and not just tonight, but a lot of the games that we played throughout the year, he's always accepted the challenge when it came to any of their physical bigs on the other end. And they had 2, very physical bigs. No, you can say 3 because E.J. Liddell, he had a strong play inside as well.
Got time for a few more, actually.
We've talked to you so much this season about how after these losses, the guys want to get right back out there, and you as well. What's the biggest challenge, I guess, in the next few days to make sure this loss doesn't linger, but you learn and take from it what you have to?
Well, the biggest challenge is we have an off day tomorrow, and I got to sit back and I got to think about this loss. I got to think about how we lost, and then I'm also going to be putting together some solutions. So it's never good when you lose a ball game, and I know the guys are so upset and disappointed. So I saw, how when I walked in the locker room, how disappointed they were. They own it. It should have never got to this point where we needed one stop, one possession to win a ball game. There were a lot of plays that we could have prevented from being in a situation like this. You take away 30 points in the paint and cut that in half. Then also you look at if we made some of those layups that we had in the paint, that would have helped. And then I can't blame on the free throws. We were 8 for 9. We could have got more free throws. And there were some times when they were letting us play. But then there were also some times when some calls were made and everyone on both sides was questioning. But that's a part of the game.
We'll go with John and then Andrew.
So if protecting yourself is a flagrant foul, how do you even coach your guys in that situation?
Okay. If you have the answer, please share with me. That's a good question.
Andrew?
Juwan, you kind of touched on, obviously your disappointment with the result. It's not the first time after a home game you've been saying some of the same things about there were open shots that didn't go in. I guess how frustrating is it, some of these things that you can't control just aren't really going your way recently?
Well, we got to keep working. It's that simple. And I'm going to keep feeding confidence in our guys and staying positive. I think that's all a part of the process, and going back and looking at film, and that's how you learn from how you can improve, by looking at some things on film and seeing where the answers are and areas we can clean up as a group.
Thank you.